No tagging, baby. Let's go. We
We in
need to
this
get y'all
thing,
on
man.
in. Come on in. Come
Listen,
in
man.
this place.
Listen, man. You know, that's what the old players say, man. Listen, man.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, God, man. Sorry.
If you guys are in here, let's go. We about to get it started. You only got 1 minute. You only got 1 minute. You know what I mean? To get in this house and get this show started. Y'all see what the title is about. We got some interesting topics going on. Some breaking news as well. So come on in. Come on in. Let's go.
We got what
Let's go.
called Heat Rock today, man.
Yes, what's it
got
called?
Something special. We gonna give you some game. You know, and you know what? I'm liking the lane we in, man. We in the lane to give game.
In the lane to give game.
You like what I did there?
Yeah.
You know, I've been around, man.
I got too many phones, too many gadgets. We about to get started, you guys. So if you guys tapping in, give us a thumb up. Let us know you're here because we about to go ahead and get started. All right. And then I'll show some love. Show some love. Why don't y'all share this? Share this with your friends that's watching as well. You know what I'm saying? They want to see. They want to know what we're talking about. You know, they want to see what you're learning. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot to learn today. We got a lot to learn today. You know, you guys see what the title is or whatever. So, you know, tap on in and learn something. Come on in here and learn something. Exactly. Oh shoot! I just got a text. What is it? Shit. And if you guys have a group, go ahead and share in your groups. So all your friends, you know, that way you can get it at one time. You don't have to go each individual and share with them. You know what I'm saying? Just share in your groups, all right? You know what I'm saying? Show us some love. All right. We're about to go ahead and get it started. In 5, 4, 3, 3. Look, I gotta find my 1. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Wrong one. What's up? Welcome to Reasons, the place where you can communicate with us as what we're talking about today. You know what I'm saying? Give us your reason, what you think about what we're talking about today. It's your boy Fuel in the house. What's up?
Fat Boy in the building. You already know what type of time we on. We are here. You understand me? We are here.
What's up, man? We appreciate you guys coming in and joining us today. I see Mom's in the house. I see you. O's in the house. All right, that's what's up.
I see O in the building.
Let's start the big conversations. We're gonna try to learn something today. We're gonna try to learn something today. Marvin's in the house. What's up, Marv? What's up, man? We appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right, man. Shit, let's go on into what's going on in the news, man. We got some breaking news. What we got
Got some
going on in
breaking
the
news,
news,
man.
man?
Something special. They freeing
Go
all
ahead.
the guys this year.
All of
They freeing all, not all of them, but they freeing a lot of.
them.
They freed some of my guys, some people personally for to me, my family. Then they freed some, some childhood legends that's been gone, and so Harlem rapper uh, Charlie Wingate, better known as Max B, was released today after serving more than a decade in prison for his involvement in a 2006 robbery that led to a man's death. Fans gathered in his hometown, which is Harlem, to celebrate, calling his return a major moment for the community. According to his team, Max B plans to head back into the studio soon with new music expected in the near future. And if you go on your Instagram, you will see him with French Montana.
What was one of his hottest? Did he have a hot? What was one of his hottest hits that you know? Do you know?
He an underground artist.
I know which one was the one that was kind of like that put him on the map. Basically, do you know? Because I know he had it was one what was the name of it?
He got the So Wavy joint.
I know he's with French Montana and one.
Yeah,
joint.
They got the Coke Boy, a little franchise, the Coke Boy franchise that they had. What I know him, the funny part about Max B is it's like the older you get, right? When I was growing up, I was not a big Max B fan. I knew who he was, and I just liked his swag, right? But as I got older, I started to like a lot of artists I didn't really like, and Nas being one of them, because I was like, I love Jay-Z, and Jay-Z was my favorite rapper. And if you didn't sound like Jay-Z, you didn't rap like Jay-Z. But seeing him come home and going back to the music and going back through all the old videos and just realizing how much he was a part of not just hip-hop, but my childhood, I was so excited. I don't know, it was like a family member coming home to see him come home, because just he was one of them artists that never got a chance to really get his shine, right? A lot of artists was able to take his shine due to him going to jail.
Well, if you guys want to, go ahead.
So I was gonna say, but check out his music. I was even gonna dig deep into him. Because I've only heard maybe 2 or 3 songs. I ain't gonna even lie, like I'm a super Max B music fan, but I'm a Max B the person fan, if that makes sense, right? His I remember him from Smack DVDs, like when you first knew what YouTube. Look, we own YouTube, but like when I first found out who YouTube was, it was searching dudes like Max B, and they beat with Jim Jones and French Montana, and so it's a level of hip hop, it's a level of nostalgia, and he's a level of culture. And I never seen New York City so alive again.
So what was the reason that he got out for? So because he's been in there for what? He had a 20-year plea.
He had a 20-year plea. I think
and he was in there. I think 16, when did he go in?
17 years.
Yeah, but when how long had he served? Like 10 years so far, or something like that?
No, he been in there for like 20 years, almost 20. He went in 06.
Oh, okay, okay.
Since. Yeah, he went in 06. So he been gone, was like 19. He did a dub. So he came home. But to kind of answer your question, he ended up basically he had 75 years originally. They knocked that down to the 20, and he had to plea out to that. Because they was trying to sit in there and literally let him rot while everybody kind of went home.
Well, I'll be interested to see some of the new stuff that he got coming out, because he was assigned under had some sort of deal while he was in prison. I forgot the name, Amalgam or something like that. Digital is who he's with or whatever at the time. He did an album called Vigilante Season or something like that. Vigilante. Did I say right? Yeah, Vigilante Season. And you know what I'm saying? So that's something, you know what I'm saying, to even if you want to go back and look that up on your Spotify or whatever, to kind of, you know, just check him out, see what's up, whatever. But it's good to see, you know, some of our young cats that was making, and I'm sure that he'll make a better
he definitely ain't going back to jail.
Yeah, you know,
he gonna get to too much money right now, and I hope that his team I've truly, and they are, man, he all over my feed right now. So they doing what he deserves. They're maximizing on the press. They maximizing on the eyes. I think as he has fun, I think when the music, I think it's a great time for hip hop. I already said, you know how I like to be cheap, but he already want me to. I already want to go get a nice car now.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he just
like no,
him
I mean,
just
that's the thing.
him being home just bring that and bring that hip hop. And although we ain't in the streets no more, although we not doing crimes, I can bring that to corporate America, like that swag, man. And I that's that stuff that made you want to get money, man. That dress, the way the dudes dress, and you see them with the girls, and you see them with a nice car. Unfortunately, right, we got caught up in doing the wrong things, like yourself, right? But the idea of being like your neighborhood and being somebody, you know, being cool, man. And I love hip hop. And that, like I was telling a friend, like it's times like when the Cliffs dropped an album or when Max B comes home, it made me really realize how much I love hip hop music, man, and I love the culture because it's so many nuances to the culture, and this is just it's a celebration for hip hop. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you just found out.
You just
know
found
what I'm
out.
saying?
If you don't know, you're gonna know.
Yeah, facts.
You're
man.
gonna
So
know
shout
soon.
out Max B.
That's what's up. Max B's in the house.
The surf and the wave god is home, and we excited, man. We excited. I know I am. Hip hop is excited. I'm excited for him. The music him and French is gonna do, and
cool.
And I know he ain't gonna disappoint us.
Yeah. What's up, Heather? I see you on Facebook. I see you.
Heather,
girl,
girl,
I see you. Heather's in the
you
house.
Been?
Yeah. So shouts out, man. You know what I'm saying, for Max B, like you said.
Shout out Max B.
It's been other little things going on too in the news. You guys, of course, know about the whole shutdown and all that
government
type of
shutdown.
stuff, or whatever. The government shutdown, and it's supposed to be reopening pretty soon. You know, with that, man, it's a lot to be said about the fact of how long and why. You know, the Democrats against the Republicans type of thing or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? The care and the thing we need to be worrying about is us, the real people. You know what I'm saying? The people that are in middle class and lower classes that basically, you know, trying to survive out here, you know, and the fact that politics is playing with people's lives so ridiculously, man, you know, I'm glad it is back, you know, that they did get it back. Whatever they did, because I'm sure, you know, the Democrat had to give in to so much or whatever for it to do, for that to happen or whatever. A part of me want to say, cool. You know what I'm saying? A part of me want to say that, you know, it's cool that they did come because people are going to get it. Then another part is kind of like, you know, what are we giving in to? What is going to happen because of all this? You know what I'm saying? That part is going to, you know,
that's going to come out in the wash
pretty soon. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
you know
going to come out in the rinse.
And then they're going to, of course, blame it on us as if we are the ones that caused it. You know what I'm saying? It was the people. It was the Democrats. You know, everything is turned on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We back at work. I ain't broke no more. That's right, Marlon. Marlon worked for the government, right?
Marlon worked for the.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So shout out to Marlon going back to work.
Yeah, I mean, give us how'd you feel about that, Marlon? You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feel about and how you feel about it. You know, opening up.
Marlon just went and bought a watch.
No, let me know how you feel about it opening up under the circumstances that we got it opened up by. You know what I'm saying? I would like to have other people's opinion as well. You know what I'm saying? What'd you say?
Marlon just went and bought a watch. Don't let that man.
Hey, don't let that he might have got that back pay. He got that back pay. What you say? Back to balling. I just bought a brick.
Yeah, look. Something
slight.
He just bought a watch, man. Don't let that man. Marlon was not hurting. He was gonna get all that furlough back. I told him, man.
Well, for them to get that, I mean, actually, it could have been a good thing for them because that's money they probably would have spent on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So
put that money right back. You know what I'm saying? And also, I've been telling everybody. And our next topic, of course, our topic today is just kind of gonna talk about it, but it's time to stop depending on the government, bro. They ain't been looking out. They ain't been looking out. They ain't been looking out for us at all anyway, right? And so I think that if this hasn't showed us anything in a climate of 2025, with all the access, with all the resources, if you have resources and you're not sharing your resources, I'm looking at you different now, right? If you
Mm-hmm.
have access and you not sharing your access, right? If you have access to resources and you're not using them, I'm looking at you different, because that's all we need, right? We need to understand that the people run this thing here, and until we
Mm-hmm.
all get down to until we all realize that what affects my neighbor affects me, we're gonna
Right.
keep running in the circles.
Right. Heather said it boils down to the Affordable Care Act. They didn't want to extend tax credits for it. Just mad President Obama got it done and they want to dismantle it. That is true. That is true. Um, that's really what it comes down, because he's been trying to do that from the very beginning. You know what I mean? He wants to make it
Okay,
feel
Heather.
he don't want it, he don't want it to feel like that especially a black president made some shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He want to take away basically what was done in the good for the people, for everyone, or whatever, and try to switch it for something that he so-called wanted to be better, but yet still ain't came up with nothing better. But yet still want to dismantle. And so that's another thing of playing with other people's lives, playing with the elderly, you know what I'm saying? People that have served this country, all that kind of stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. President, you should be ashamed of yourself. Punk that. No, let me quit. I might get back. No. All right, man. So I did want to get that part off my chest, you know what I'm saying? Because there has been some news going on or whatever. Marlon said, we haven't got paid back. Oh, go ahead, fat boy. Read that.
Marla says, we haven't gotten paid yet. It was a blessing in disguise because I was able to get caught up on all my homework for my PhD program. I ain't buy a Breitling. I ain't doing that well. He gonna buy it though. Yeah, he gonna buy it. But they gonna run you your back pay
it's
though.
in the conversation. It was on your mind, so you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. That's
They
what's
gonna
up.
run
That's
you your
what's up.
chicken. Now they might
Yeah.
run you. It may be half. But
Right.
yeah, money.
All right, man. We're moving on. But y'all know what time it is. It's that time, history and blackness with your boy, Fat Boy. Do I got intro? No. But
Nope,
we
you ain't
gonna
got
make it
no
happen.
music. I'm gonna just do my own little dance.
But here we go, baby. Fat Boy with history of blackness. No, there we go. Go ahead, dog.
No, I'm playing. Today we got another one. I'm digging in the crates. This one's a special one. I think that I really wanted to highlight. We highlight women, but we don't highlight women as much as we should. So I got a great one on this today. We have history and blackness. We have Bessie Coleman, born January 26, 1892, and she passed away April 30th, 1926. She was a fearless aviator and a revolutionary figure in aviation history. The first African American woman and the first person of Native American descent to earn an international pilot's license. Born in Atlanta, Texas, and raised in Waxahachie as one of 13 children of sharecroppers, Coleman's early early life was defined by perseverance. She walked miles each day to attend a one-room segregated school, later working in Chicago as a manicurist while serving to pursue her dream of flying. When no American flight school will accept her because of her race and gender, Coleman refused to be grounded. She learned French, traveled to France, and in 1921 earned her pilot's license from the prestigious International Aeronautical Federation. Upon returning to the United States, she became a celebrated barnstormer known as Queen Bess, captivating audience with daring aerial stunts while demanding racial equity, refusing to perform for segregated crowds. Though her life was tragically cut short at age 34 during a test flight, her courage and vision ignited a movement that paved the way for future generations of Black pilots and pioneers. This is history in Black, where we honor those who dared to fly before the world believed they could, reminding us that dreams have no altitude.
That's what's up. History and blackness, man, with Bessie Coleman, and she was also before she passed away. She was also about to wanted to build I don't know if it was maybe a school, yeah, for education for Black youth to learn how to fly as well. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, she passed away at an early age, or whatever. And no one. I don't know. I don't think. Do we have a black aviation school at all? I don't think we do we?
There are some HBCUs that teach aviation. Actually,
it is. It is.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
there are
Okay.
some. There
That's
are
good.
some HBCUs. I really wanted to address this and talk about this. It's just another one of those fields that people broke through for us, right? There were ground breaking achievements reached in these, and I think that people don't enter into these fields enough. Right now, there's a mass hiring of pilots, or a mass need for pilots in the aviation space, due to the mass retiring of a lot of the old pilots, right? And so a lot of pilots will leave. Over 1,000 pilots are needed within the next few years, right? And so as we do history of blackness, I still want to make it future in blackness, right? I want to encourage people to do some of the things that be inspired, but then also be challenged by the people before us and the things that they did, and in a way that they trailblazed. This is just something like she couldn't. She had to come home and essentially be a brainstormer, which is the people who do tricks, because they wasn't going to let her fly commercially and things like that. And I don't even think at this time, when she came in, commercial flying wasn't even a big thing at that time. And so it's just the beauty in the ground, the beauty of the groundwork that was laid for the people, or by the people for us. And I think that we got to take the trains through and we got to ride those tracks, man. It's some beautiful, beautiful careers out here. We've done agricultural. You know what I mean? We've done inventors. We've done we've done entrepreneurs, right? We've done just creators, right? And there's so many things that not just young people, but older people, right? It's never too late to learn something new and do something new and to go through those, go down those paths, because I think that we get caught up in the entertainment world so much, and we lose sight on chemists and engineering and aviation, right? And HR, right? There's so many places you can get some chicken in, right?
Right.
And be able to be successful and help your family, or help yourself and live a nice life, or afford you a nice life. And I think that we should start to not only highlight these careers more, but also get into them more, right? And start to really see where we can where we can do.
Exactly.
What we do, shall I say?
Yeah. What's up, man? Thanks for bringing that, Jim, because I didn't know until you brought her up or whatever. You know what I'm saying, who she was, of course, until I had to read up on some as well. So, as usual, man, you're always bringing the smoke. I appreciate it. All right, man. It's almost the time for the main topic. Y'all see what it is. Do you know how to make your side hustle, hobby, and passion your job? And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it right after this little small message. Y'all know I always got a little small message. All right. All right. We'll be right back in just a second.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to TNRcreations.com. I am the proud owner of this phenomenal gift shop. Y'all gotta check us out. We have bags, we have water bottles, we have photo slates, we have name-meaning plaques, and so much more. I would love to have you as a customer. Check us out, TNRcreations.com. Thank you for your support.
That's what's up, you guys. Y'all see that? TNR Creations. Go ahead and get y'all gifts. Y'all get y'all gifts for the Christmas holidays. It's coming up, and y'all can see it. You can personalize it, all the good stuff. She'll take care of it for you. Just go online at TNRcreations.com, and get a 10% discount from your boy Fuel. You know what I mean? That's a little something for me. Well, okay, she allowed me to, but still, it's for me. Use the name Fuel, you guys, in the discount code. All right, that's what's up. All right, man, let's get into it. Man. All Our main topic for today is where do I do with my what's the name there? Turning your side hustle into a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? How do we do that? How do we do that, Fat Boy? Talk to us, man.
Well, your hobby can become your next paycheck. I first want to welcome everybody back to the show. Today we're going to be breaking down some real practical side hustles that everyday people are using to bring in $300 to $3,000 extra a month. This is no fluff; these are no strategies, and we're going to give you some examples, step-by-step guides to turn your passion into profits.
Yes. And one of those things, samples that we're actually going to use, with people out, always overlook, is the skills that they already have, the things that they have that's going on, that they basically do in every day that they love or whatever, but don't know how to turn those skills into a job. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what we're trying to do, is at least kind of give some outlook or some knowledge on how to actually turn your, jobs into your hobbies into your jobs. People always complain, always compliment your, like if they compliment your Instagram, you know what I mean? And you see your numbers is getting up there, you know what I'm saying? You can be an influencer. You know what I mean? You can be an influencer that you probably didn't realize that you can be, so that's one of the things that you guys, one example, especially if if you're nice looking. Most of you guys see y'all got models on there, but you got older, younger, older people online too. That's like mothers or housewives and stuff like that. That you can actually use that into a job and not have to look for a 9 to 5 and make only $25,000-$30,000 a year. You know what I mean? And waste all your time from your family and all that kind of stuff. Say for instance, if your friends ask you to help them with a resume, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Say for instance, I have a friend that does what do you call it? Immigration papers. You know what I'm saying? She can, you know what I'm saying? So she basically, and she ended up actually doing that full time now because she loved it. She loved helping people getting their papers, let them know what they need to do step by step on how to, you know what I mean? And she turned from working as a receptionist at our job, at the dealership, to her own business. You know what I mean? Let's see. Say for instance, if you braid hair, of course, like my daughter, you know what I'm saying? She does hair and she started off doing it pretty much. No, I take it back. I think my daughter started off doing it for money from the very beginning, but she wasn't doing it full time. But now she's a licensed barber. You know what I'm saying? And she loves doing it, and she braids hair, and she does the dreadlocks and all that good stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the examples, you know what I'm saying, that you guys want to like jot down. What is it that you do mostly every day or every weekend or whatever to the point where you love it so much and want to turn it into a job? What you got, Fat Boy?
You gotta tell them about the mini exercises they can do. We want to give them that mini exercise.
5 people naturally come to you for help. That's what mine
is. Right down here. So what y'all can do is this is a great thing because also Fuel didn't tell y'all the money. So if you do the resume right, you can charge anywhere from $50 to $150 for this service. So you can actually make money doing that today. Right. And then with hair, like he was saying with his daughter, you can make anywhere from $200 to $600 a weekend. And so it was just
let me correct that though too, because it's more, you can make $200 a head.
For sure, but that's just on the week. Yeah, for sure, right?
I mean, even if it's part time, you can do. Asia does one head for $175 to $200, just one, setting. You know what I mean? A head. So so that think about that as well. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you good. So the mini exercise is saying essentially just write down 5 things people that come naturally to you, right? That people come to you for help for, and that's your money starter. It's right there. 5 things. If they come to cook, a resume, or braid their hair, or cut their hair. That's your side hustle right there, and you can start to put it into work today. And so this one is very key because I know that Fuel talked about. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. I know that Fuel show about retiring or ultimately leaving your job. But the great thing about a side hustle is also something that you can do while you're balancing a full-time job. And so balance your side hustle with a full-time job. You don't need 20 hours a week. You just need consistency. And we came up with a great rule and found a great rule, and it's called the use the 5 to 7 hour rule. And that's going to be 1 hour per weekday. So that's 1 hour Monday through Friday, and then you're going to do hours on Saturday. And let me just give you a real time example. Let's say you're a part-time video editor made $1,200 a month just using only weeknights to edit short form videos for small businesses. So a part-time video editor only $1,200, and that's on the light end. Like you said with Asia, she doing 200-300 in a couple hours, or she doing 200 a head, right?
Right.
So you're able to, if you're able to balance out your time, and this is something I'm actually going to implement. I've learned this talking to y'all, but I'm actually going to implement this because what this allows me to do now, it allows me to put my time into perspective. I can still have my wind down time, but when I come home, I can take those hours, and guess what? That 2 hours I can do my show that I wanted to do, right? Or that extra thing I wanted to do to generate money. And I never even thought about like that because it's so hard to balance a full-time job when you're tired, but this 5 to 7 hour week rule will give you a good balance. So that's essentially, like I said, that's 1 hour per weekday, and that's 2 hours on Saturday.
Yeah. And you don't want to burn yourself out, like you said. You don't want to burn yourself out, you know what I'm saying? So set yourself as a goal for that week, you know what I'm saying? Money-wise, for example, $300 a week, you know what I'm saying? If that's a goal for you to make that week, you know what I'm saying? Start off doing that little by little. And I'm sure later on, you probably start finding time to do more after that, you know what I'm saying? Once you hit that, you know what I'm saying? Say, for instance, by that Thursday, you can stop working. You know what I mean? Because you hit that goal. Just keep your hustle sustainable, and long term. You know what I mean? If you're actually stay consistent with that or whatever. Another burnout prevention tip is to take 1 week off every 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Just kind of take a week off or whatever, so you don't get burned out on it because you love it. I say take, they say that's a tip, but what do? We probably do this show every week for a whole year straight. That's how much we love it. You know what I'm saying? It's very seldom y'all see us take a week off or 2 weeks off. You know what I'm saying? It's just been here lately, you know what I'm saying, with family stuff or whatever. But normally y'all know that we're here consistent, every week. Yeah. If you can see on our YouTube channels, you'll see there's over 500, 700 videos that we basically done, over 500, 600 shows that we've actually done. You know what I'm saying? And because we love it, you know what I'm saying? But now we have to learn to make it into our income. You know what I'm saying? Make it something that we really wanted to do. Also, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you start getting people in a lot, you know what I'm saying? You want to increase the prices. Once the demand start rising, you can increase your pricing because now, you're in demand, you know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, like, for instance, my daughter, if she got appointments or whatever and a full week or whatever, that next week she could probably go up because she knows that they want to get in or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she can go up $10, $20 or whatever that she, but stay within the marketing range or whatever, stay within the, the competition range or whatever, to the point where you don't outdo yourself. You know what I mean?
That's smart. And the way to increase prices, or a way to increase demand, is boost your marketing. Market your side hustle on social media. It isn't just dancing on TikTok, y'all. It's showing value, right? Let's give you a simple. I'm gonna give you a simple posting blueprint. Okay, show a problem, show your solution, show the proof, right? Show your problem, right? Show your solution. Show a problem, any problem, whatever problem it is, right? Show a solution, show the proof, right? And I'm going to give you some examples. Let me give you examples. Let's say a painter post, 3 colors that make apartments sell faster. a tutor post, how I raised a student's grade from C to an A in 30 days. All right, one more, a cleaner post before and after photos. This alone brings clients, right? And so you can, boom, sweep your grandma porch, take a picture of it. My work, right? People gonna want you to do something, right? I don't know if you ever fell in love or you ever fell down a rabbit hole of people like building stuff or like cleaning out ditches or turning like they're to like Amazon and they making houses or like creating little huts or little stuff. So I didn't fell in love with little stuff like that or people cleaning. One of the guys I follow, he liked to commentate over like unique finds like cornstarch and if you cook cornstarch in grease you can and whisk it around, you can clean out the grease, like little stuff like that and little tricky stuff like that. And it creates tension and traction. So you can do that if you're a painter, right? If I'm a painter, I can show you the 3 paint colors that that sells the fastest, right? And what's this gonna do? This is gonna bring traction to me, and then I have the proof on my page where I've painted already, right? So just kind of use your your social media as your funnel, right, to bring work to you. And you can do this while you're at your job, right? You can set up to your day. You can say, boom, today in my 1 hour, I'm gonna get all my posts done for the week. Tomorrow in my 1 hour, I'm gonna clean something, or I'm gonna set up for the paint. For 2 hours, I'm gonna do this, right? And if you start using the rules that we implemented, and then also using it on your social media, you're gonna make a killing. And I'm telling y'all right now, y'all gonna meet me, y'all gonna see me at the bank because I'm stealing all this. I promise you. Yeah, I'm taking all this.
Right. Some more examples too, you know what I'm saying, to start your hustle. Say, for instance, if you want to start this month, you know what I'm saying, you say, for instance, if you do, like you said, write resumes, you know what I'm saying, start doing 1 or 2 for somebody, you know what I'm saying, charge them, you know what I'm saying, maybe $50 or whatever, or, you know, whatever that you really want to charge them, whatever, you know, that's going to get them to spread the word to other people, to other ones or whatever, to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, you know, you can have some consistent income coming in, you know. Of course, you know, a lot of people know how to do taxes, you know, from home. A lot of people know how to do those type of things or whatever, you know what I mean? And y'all know tax season is coming up pretty soon. So you can probably get started on it right now, just kind of getting word out that, you know what I'm saying, that you know how to do these things or whatever, you know, and make that as a side hustle. You have a lot of people, like for instance, I use, you know, sometimes apartment cleaners, you know, people to clean your house, you know what I'm saying? And they charge like maybe $50 to $150, you know, at least I think 50 an hour, $80 to $50 an hour. I mean, $50 to $80 an hour or whatever, you know, and that's a good hustle if you really know how to clean. Now, don't be going over people's houses. Y'all don't know how to clean now. Don't be. Matter of fact, your house better be clean enough for me to say, hey, okay, I want you to clean my house. You know what I'm saying?
These are skills that you are already good at. Now, don't be going out there trying.
You got to be good at it. You just can't go out there talking about, oh, I can clean your house for $50, $100, whatever, and you do a crappy job. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they come to my house and they clean in my house, I'm looking at everything. It better not be no hair on the floor. It better not be my board, my what's the name board should be clean. You know what I'm saying? So when you do this, do it right, you guys. Don't just do it just righteous. To be doing just to be fucking around. I'm trying not to curse. One thing that I need, matter of fact, if you out there, I need a social media manager.
Yeah,
a social media manager, man, at $300. I don't know if I can do $300 monthly. Woo! Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because I've seen them go up to, like you said, $1,000 and $1,200. You know what I'm saying, to do side hustles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a side hustle for them or whatever. You know what I mean? But they charge pretty big for it because it's actually helping market you to get more income, to get more people in. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a social media manager out there and you know what I'm saying, and you know, doing side, you know, just for a hustle, whatever, hit me up. Hit us up. I think we need that right now. The other thing is, for instance, like you were saying, painting. You know what I'm saying? If you paint or whatever, mostly everybody, well, a lot of guys, we can paint, you know what I mean? Houses and especially your rooms and stuff like that or whatever. It don't have to be big. It don't have to be a big project. It can be something, real decent, just start off little. You know what I mean? But you can get started with it by painting somebody's, room or living space or whatever. And they friends come over and see, damn, who painted your shit? You know what I'm saying?
My
Next
boy,
thing you know, bam,
yeah, you got business.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
These are little hustles, y'all. These are little gems, man, that you guys want to take home with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And use those things or whatever. So we hope this is helping you guys as well. Digital products.
That's a good. I'm actually doing
yes,
this.
Yes. What's that? Digital products?
So I'm okay. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. ChatGPT has become my best friend, y'all.
That's the newest right there.
Any idea that I've ever any dream or any idea that I've ever had, I ran through ChatGPT and they've brought it to a fruition, what it looks like. And I started a business, actually. My pen's on business. I'm actually going to be doing more marketing for it this year. But I started it by putting it in the chat. My Rockefeller Trust. And so what I did was I kept hearing about these offers. And I'm like, what's an offer? So offers essentially, like this said, is creating a digital product, a digital ebook, one time, and then from that one product, you create a course. From that course, then you create coachings. From that coaching, then you create from that coaching, you create a course, and then you do like personal trainings after that. So it goes from you take that one ebook and you turn it into a course, and from that course you do coaching. And so I had to put together me $1 million funnel based off of what I'm good at, which is customer service. And so I had to run through it and put and do one. So that's something that I'm actually implementing this year. I'm going to go actually type it up, and I'm going to see how it works. Because this year, I'm actually going to be implementing some of these things. Because people, y'all, I'm watching these young kids, and they work in years, bro. But you got to start somewhere. I figure if I can start to generate some money, most importantly for this trust that I'm about to start, if I can start to accumulate capital, I can start to accumulate assets. And once I start to accumulate assets, the more capital, or should I say the less capital I need to accumulate more assets, if that makes any sense. So as I start to create more assets, I also create more cash flow, which then creates more capital, which then gives me more access to more cash, which gives me more access to greater lower interest rates and better loans and things like that through the trust, because the trust has a necessary net worth. And so you could turn these side hustles, y'all, into real money, real money for yourselves. And I think that with the government shutdown in this climate, I think that is extremely important that we all start to take a moment to see what we are good at and see how we can monetize it. And I think with all of the internet and with all of the AI and all of the things, it's so many ways that you can do that. And it's a lot of people out here having their way, y'all, working from home, just doing it, having their way, doing it their way, man. And I think that we can all be one of them if we find our niche, right? And I'm not like everybody else. I think that it's important. I think that having a 9-to-5 is important, right? I think it teaches you a certain level of structure, but this also gives you a financial freedom to be able to kind of move and maneuver a certain way. And I think it's extremely important to at least look at these things. So like I say, go to ChatGPT. Type in what you're good at. I've done 3 of these already. They already in my I've done the apartment cleaning, the paint touch-up business, and the digital product one. So that's what I'm launching 2026. Yeah, I've already done it. Yeah, and so for me,
a good point on that
yeah,
is,
go ahead.
the digital product though, because that's the thing now.
Yep.
That's basically like you said, if you learn this chat GPT, because I mean, and that's one of the things I need to get more involved in as well, is because that basically
AI is,
alone, you know, yeah, the AI is crazy. It's
y'all.
ridiculous.
And
I mean, they got where
ChatGPT
you
is like
can
low
you
hanging
don't even
fruit.
have to be a singer to sing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that crazy. You know what I'm saying? You could be a songwriter without really knowing how to write lyrics or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It is a cheat code, I would say. You know what I mean? And then there is a reality to that too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, you do these things, you got to prove. You
You
got to
gotta know how
prove
to
that who
prove it.
you are
You
and
gotta
what you
prove it.
know what I'm
Know
saying?
how to know
Yeah,
your
you know what I'm
stuff.
saying?
Exactly.
So don't get caught up just using those
Mhm.
things, but just actually having the knowledge of using them and to be able to teach others how to use it or whatever is a good side hustle for you as well.
And with the painting, like prime example, with the painting, you don't necessarily have to, because some of these things, two of those jobs, y'all, and I'm just gonna give y'all some game, right? You can start them, but two of them jobs you can actually contract out.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them, which is painting. Well, a lot of these you contract out,
Yeah.
but two of them jobs you can contract out, which is painting, and the apartment service. You can actually get paid and then contract and send somebody else to do the actual work. So that's what I'm kind of doing with my paid service. That's a whole nother story, but I'm kind of working with my pops. I'm gonna have him get the jobs. I'm gonna find a paint company that can execute the plan, that can execute the
Contract
paint
them out.
jobs or the
Yeah.
contracts, multiple contracts, and we just gonna collect something off the top and sit there and be cool. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, 3-4 hours a weekend, we make a little bag. Everybody go home happy. We straight, and you can use that. You can use a lot of that stuff to your advantage. And so, as I learn more business, I'm learning like some of this stuff you don't even need to be present. You just have to have a presence of mind to find the right people to do and execute your vision and your dream. So that's what I'm all about 2026,
Right.
and we'll talk about it a little more. But moving 2026, y'all. Find people who can execute your dream and start by building capital through your skills and making it a side hustle.
Exactly. That's what's up. Did we get that? We cover it all?
We covered it all, brother.
All right. That's what's up over there. But you're saying that you can help as well.
Yeah, also
right?
I was gonna say, so comment a side hustle that you would like to do and you want to start this month, and I'll help y'all build it within probably about 30 days. And essentially I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do. I'm gonna tell you to put it in chat or put it into a AI and to ask it this, and it's gonna break it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, if I give y'all my Chat GPT prompts and how it's broke down, the Rockefeller Trust I want to build, land, just it finds stuff that you would never like. I found 11 acres with a trailer on it in some part of Southern California for $100,000, bro. 11 acres.
Yeah.
You feel me? People paying that for apartment. I mean, like for condos, paying more than that.
For somebody that wants help or whatever, you want them to send you an email or somewhere or what?
Nah, don't get too crazy. Send it to Fire Up Broadcasting.
Send it to Fired Up Broadcasting and I'll pass it on to them. Fired Up Broadcasting at gmail.com. Send it to broadcasting at gmail.com.
And if you got any questions,
Fat Boy, check it out.
And I will check them out. And I will give you ideas. If it's something that I already have done already, I'll give you an idea and I'll give you a blueprint. But I'm telling you, y'all, you really don't need me.
Mm-hmm.
All of the stuff that I have learned.
I got money coming in my hand.
Look, you see, all the stuff that I've learned, y'all, about financial literacy, I've learned over the stint, and Phil will tell you within the last few years, and I just learn more and more each year. But this last 6 months, I've learned tremendously. I've learned leverage. I've learned leverage buyout. I've learned I've learned EBITDA. Like I've learned everything. I've learned a little bit of everything, bro. I've learned a little bit of everything. Just jumping on
that's what's up.
And how does it work? And And what I love about the AI, because you talk to it, it talk back. So when you say you give it an idea, you think of it, and you're like, well, what about this? It'll be like, oh, great question. Well, then if you're doing it that way,
well, not only that, yeah. Not only that, once you put something in, it even gives you ideas as to, furthering that, ideal, extending that ideal or whatever into something that you probably never even thought of,
Yep.
So that is what's good. That's good, man. Hope you guys love these tips. I hope you guys like that. We're going to bring more to y'all, this type of information, you know what I mean, that you guys can use in your life, in your lifestyle. Time. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. That's what's up. We do have a dear brothers and sisters, y'all. Believe it or not, we got a dear brothers and sisters. And it's kind of what we've already kind of talked about at times or whatever. But I had a little video first, and I'm gonna let you guys, give us your opinions on what you think on this video. It's by Miss Lala to you. Shouts out to you for this video, you know what I'm saying? Because it does kind of hit home. It does kind of hit home with me. So check it out. See what you think. This is dear brothers and sisters.
What you got for
Here we
us,
go.
brother?
Where'd it go? I'm sorry. There we go.
You didn't want a relationship with me, but you wanted all the benefits that came with a relationship out of me. You wanted me to treat you as if you was mine. You wanted me to respect you like you were mine, but you didn't even have the common decency to make me yours. But you think for 1 second I'm about to prioritize what you want, and you can't even give me what I need. You what you want? No! No, it don't work like that. If you don't think you want a relationship right now, then you don't want what comes now. Thank you.
Hey, it don't work like that. She said it. She said it. We didn't. She said it. It don't work like that. And that was the question for dear brothers and sisters. She said, I was told that friends with benefits relationships are the worst relationships. True or false? That was her question. Is it true or is it false?
I don't know. What? The last time we had this talk, I had to put fires out. G, I was playing.
Yeah.
Nah, let me stop. No, I'm joking. I don't know, bro. I don't listen because I don't want to say the wrong thing. No, I'm just playing. You want my honest answer? He said, yeah, hell yeah.
Hey.
He said, hell yeah, boy, I gotta tell about what you thought about that, boy.
No, but
I think
go ahead.
I don't think. First of all, y'all, we have to stop. Whatever was good for the goose is good for the gander. So what works for some people may not work for others. So to say that friends with benefits relationships are worse than regular relationships, I can't say true or false, right? I just can't say true or false because that's a situational thing. But I think that if two people have two different expectations, it could be false, right? Right? But if two people on the same page, it could be true, right? I think that because we have this notion, right? When people do questions like this, it's like this notion that all monogamous relationships are working, right? And that's to say that, because all relationships aren't good, right? And so I wouldn't say better or worse. I think all relationships are complicated when expectations aren't properly communicated, period. So to answer the question, I would say false, right? Just to throw it out there. I don't think that they're better or worse, so I would say false. However, I do think that friends with benefits can get complicated if communication if real intentions aren't conveyed. And that's something that
this is one of the things. Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah. This is one of the things that happens with sometimes you may go into being friends with someone and
Mm-hmm.
it turns to friends with benefits, and not intentionally, but it just happens.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that happens, but there's bad things of that's happening because, one, when you're close to someone as a friend, you're close to learning, and then when you come in with putting physical and relationship sex involved, then it comes emotional feelings with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or one. It could be one, because like say for instance, the guy might not have a feeling, but the girl do. Or the girl may have not have a feeling and the guy do. You know what I'm saying? It always run into that little wall when it comes to friends with benefits. The only thing I think is sometimes that works for some people is because of their lifestyle is not capable of being in a relationship because of maybe how they work, the businessness of that, the business, the busyness of their, having their kids and taking care of them on outside, and all they probably want is just the physical part. You know what I mean? And it works with that sometimes or whatever for a while. I don't think I've seen a long lasting friends with benefits for years. I don't think I've seen, at least I haven't seen any.
Sure.
You know, I'm just
We
saying. I'm
got
just
we
saying for
got we
years. I'm
got
talking.
aunties and
I'm
uncles
saying,
that's together that ain't never been married. So what you call
yeah,
those?
are they together, or are they actually together, or
Or
are they dating other people too for years like that?
I done seen people have friends with benefits that did raise them their children together. They just send people, family, kids off
Really?
to college.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
people have.
I haven't
I
seen
feel
that.
like
I
if
can.
you can build a relationship,
You think well, okay, but often problems with being friends with benefits is that the situation gets complicated
yep.
when feelings get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So sure, you may have gone into an arrangement thinking you were just going to have some uh
Casual sex.
with something with no strings attached. You know what I'm saying? But nothing quite works like that all the time.
No, does
And
not.
that's why I said it's not a many of them. It's not many of them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can go, one may develop the feelings, you know what I mean, and then the others don't or whatever, and that end up breaking them up. I haven't seen. I mean, you probably fat boy, like I said, you might have seen them have kids and raise kids together or whatever, and they got friends with friends. Being with friends fits means that you can date out whoever that you want. You can be sleeping
Mm-hmm.
with whoever that you want, but
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the other person wanting your time and your passion and all of that, you have to be available for that. Because as soon as you're not available for that, because you're doing other things with others or whatever, it's not going to last long.
Mm-hmm.
Because he or she won't just that or whatever that y'all discussed that y'all wanted. I don't know, and I haven't seen any. I mean, like I said, it can be true to work for a while, but I don't think it's true to work everlasting.
So
I
let me
don't
bring
think,
some
but
clarification
that's
because I
my
won't
opinion.
say to build a family. What I was essentially saying is there has been relationships that have been like that's Uncle Steve or somebody, and they ain't never went steady. Right? They've been messing around for years, but they ain't never really went steady and jumped into a relationship. And this has been happening all along. I do agree with the complication though, right? So I'm not for right. It's each his own. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is
Mhm.
I do agree with complications, but I also think complication when sex enters when intimacy enters any relationship, it gets complicated. I think that it
Mhm.
goes back to communication. What are we doing?
Mhm.
I think that is where it gets complicated because yes, like I said, we entered into this and we were just friends but once we've had sex, what are we communicating? Right? Once we've
Mhm.
been romantic with each other, what are we communicating? Because then that is
Right.
where the complication comes. Now, because guess what? If we on the same page, which this is where the complication comes, because once romance comes, that changes. Right now, I kind of like you said, I like you a little more than I thought I did, and I don't think that I can handle the relationship. Well, that's where the communication comes in, at, right? And then you can say,
Mhm.
well, hey, all right, I wanted to be friends with benefits, but I noticed that I realized that us dealing with each other romantically like that isn't working for our friendship, so we can just be friends, right? But I think that when
Right.
things aren't communicated properly, it creates complication. But this is the same thing in a relationship.
Okay, but that's the thing though. Sometimes with friends with benefits is basically, wanting the benefits of a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they want the benefits of a relationship, but don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, in the relationship. And that's where I got a problem at. You know what I'm saying? Because, and like she said in the video or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much got to want what I want. You got to be there or whatever as to what I want or whatever in order to be in a relationship with me. I don't want to waste, like when I was younger, yeah, I didn't give a damn or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But now when you get older and mature about what really relationships about, and learning more about, what the marriage is about and all this type of stuff or whatever, it's more than just having a friendship and relationship.
And what did you do though?
A friends with benefit.
What did you just
It's
do?
a lot more than that.
What did you just do though?
What did I just?
You communicated that.
What?
Right?
Of course. Exactly.
What did she do?
Exactly.
She
so as you get older, you
so if you're not
communicating
that, then you can't say, oh, this relationship is worse than this relationship, because all relationships are complicated. If you're not saying, hey, I don't think I can be friends with,
but that's the problem.
I can't give it all to
That's
you.
the problem with a lot of us. That's the problem with a lot of us is especially when it's new. With me, I've learned to communicate the shit early. I like I don't care the first month, the first week, or whatever the case may be. We need that communication. I don't have time to waste. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, I can say back in the day when I was dating, you kind of wait to see what's going to happen. You kind of assume that the fact that you're together and the fact that you're sleeping together, that they're going to be on the same page with you. And that's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? And then you wait maybe a year or two or even 6 months before you communicate on where y'all really going, really what y'all really want, what y'all really going to do, or whatever the case would be, and find out that y'all not on the same page. And then now you most people gets in it to where they just don't want to be alone. You know what I'm saying? Now they just there just because they need somebody to be there or whatever. They're comfortable with you because you're the one that's been there. They're comfortable with you because you're the only one they probably sleeping with and stuff like that or whatever. But then when it comes to the long term or as a relationship or whatever, you got these benefits, but you're not actually really being, in a relationship. You're not doing what I need to give me to go forward. You know what I'm saying? If you can't give me what I need to go forward, I don't need you.
That's it.
And I've said it before. You know what I'm saying? I've said it before. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And not to say, I'm not trying to be a smart ass or anything like that or whatever, man. But people have to start realizing, man, it's kind of like say what the fuck you want at the beginning and what you need and what you don't need. What you're capable of being there for and what you're not being there for. And it don't have to be, what I'm saying? Of course, you're getting to know someone and stuff like that or whatever. You got to be on the first date in a week or whatever. But when you get to that point where you're starting to sleep with each other, that's personal with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's closeness with each other that you're supposed to be having, unless you agree from the beginning it's just a fuck thing. You know what I mean? Unless you agree to that, But if you sitting here and you say you want this in a relationship on your profile, you know what I'm saying? You want a serious relationship on your profile, then just where you got to come with me at now. You know what I'm saying? You got to come with me a bit, because if that's what I got and that's what we match for, whatever, then that's what we going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go do all this extra or whatever, and we ain't talking about, what our future is looking like, So it could be a good thing. I think friends relationship with is temporary to me. That's my opinion, caller. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's to me is temporary. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it long lasting, but if you really want a long lasting relationship, you know what I'm saying, and it worked for those temporarily. But as far as long lasting, I don't see it. So I would say false when it comes to long lasting relationship. That's my opinion. That's our our friends with benefits. We appreciate your caller for tapping in and
good dear brother, dear sister,
giving us these questions. Yes. Huh?
That was a good dear brother, dear sister.
Oh yeah. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Continue, sending them at firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. If you got a dear brothers and sisters, go ahead and send it to us on a few what is it, less than a minute?
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Or either just a text. Yeah, just a text on the question that you want to ask for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And we know, hopefully this will help. You know what I mean?
We'll love some video clips, y'all, man. Some video clips and get some of our viewers on get y'all some screen time. That'll be dope.
Yeah, we gotta start getting some clips. Yeah,
let's get some video clips. Yeah. We did that like years ago. We had some clips. We went out and got some clips, and that's true. That's true.
Really
well. So
we need to get out there on our game.
Back out there, go tap in with the
people. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, man. Hey, that time went quick, dog.
We did good.
Quick. We appreciate you guys tapping. Once again, if you guys want to follow all of the Fired Up Broadcasting on YouTube, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And also on TikTok. Yeah, Fired Up Broadcasting on TikTok. You know, just go to all those, follow us, you know what I'm saying, so you can see and get notification when we're on here live, so you can guys come in and comment on what we're talking about for the day. This is Reasons, y'all. What you got, Fat Boy?
Oh, man, y'all know I love y'all, man. I love you, Fuel. Shout out Black Lift, man. Just keep them continuing to keep prayers for Black Lift, man. Keep them lifted up in your prayers, man. He's battling some time, as we said before, he lost his mom. So, man, our condolences, our love, our prayers go with the Black Lift. We miss you, brother. As to our viewers, man, thank each and women and fellas, or ladies, ladies and fellas. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. All of our family. Y'all know who y'all are, man. We love every last one of y'all, man. And I'll see y'all next week. For sure.
Our day ones, baby. Our day ones. Yeah. For all our day ones, y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all coming on each and every week, commenting, you know, and being a part of the show as well. So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, that's going to do it for us today, you guys. And remember,
if they're talking about you behind
your back, they behind you for a reason.
They behind you for a reason. Peace.